Hello everyone, it's great to have you on board today, and this is Ede David Chibuzo from Academy X, and today we are going to be looking at the financial analysis aspect of the business plan that is done under CPM 561, Department of Clinical Pharmacy and Pharmacy Administration. So in the previous videos you watched so far, you must have seen the slides and seen the different points that are actually necessary for you to run a business plan document appropriately. So in this particular video, I'll just do a general overview on what is expected of you, and then we'll now go into details in the financial analysis aspect, which usually will be a challenge to a lot of students. And I do hope that by the time you're done completing this aspect of the course, you should be able to go around your financial analysis like a boss, because you must have learned the details that will set you apart from other persons that do not take this tutorial, or probably you could go ahead to even teach them if you do have the time to get that done. Yes. All right, so let us go in to this. So this is a business plan report. Unlike the other business plans that was used for the previous video, this one is by Group G, one of the members of the class of the Trailblazers, and this happens to be by group during the time of this particular like business plan when I was in 500 level. So and it will interest you to know that for by group we had the second highest score in the faculty. So what I'm going to be teaching you is actually like very in the faculty department as at the time when we did this business plan. So what I'm going to show you are very key tricks. I'll also show you some of the mistakes we made that you could as well avoid and get a very sharp financial analysis out of this. Alright, so usually in your submission, you most likely submit two things: a document. So this is a document. You can see that what we have here is in document format, and also you may have to submit slides. You also have to submit slides. So the document is the main part of the work. The slide is the aspect you use for your presentation. So this is coding care pharmacy where health meets excellence, and then this is the document, still something. So I hope that makes sense to you. So we are going to let me just show you what we have in the table of summary contents for the document. We have executive summary, background study information, mission statement, vision statement, aims and objective. Must have learned about this. Market analysis, target market analysis, analysis of location, product and services, key success factors, marketing plan, key competitors, your competitor analysis, SWOT analysis, unique selling points, risk management, management team, organizational structure, action plan, building plan. So the financial analysis sector is this particular part which we are going to be looking at, which are the like startup cost breakdown analysis, table showing fixed assets, table showing salaries, table showing cash flow for 5 years, table showing profit appropriation for 5 years, projected monthly profit and loss statement, table showing profit and loss quarterly, profit and loss yearly, table showing balance sheet, and also a table showing break even analysis. Then we now have the exit plan and legal documents and requirements needed for it. So those are basically the things that we have in the document. So yeah, you now have key aspects of them represented in pictorial formats in the slide. So you still see here we have the executive summary, we have that's on two slides, and we have background study information and description of the location. We have background study information and description, vision and mission statements, and the likes. Alright, so what you need to know about the executive summary is usually written around the last, because in the executive summary you have to capture some very relevant stuff, so you can go through this when you get this particular document, and then see that first of all you have to ensure that the pharmacy you're establishing is in a real location in Nigeria that can be traceable, and then you now know the other things that are around. So the part of the executive summary that is of concern to us in this financial analysis is this part, which says that the product will require a startup capital the project will require a startup capital of 70 million naira, so 40 million will be gotten internally from the board of directors, as the 15 pharmacy students or pharmacists that are in charge as at the time of of this, and then 30 million will be expected as investment from well-being venture capitalists. Now you will need investors to invest in your business, and when we did our research, one of the investors that usually we invest in pharmaceutical related field is well-being venture capitalists. So that's how we capture them here. Well-being venture capitalists, you should be able to defend anything you have on your slide and your documents with real life examples. I hope that makes sense to you. Alright, so the yearly profits should be this. Now the reason for the word should is that what we are doing is a projection. We are hoping that this is what it should be, following the business plan that we have already well thought out after a series of critical analysis and thinking and all of that. So all of these things are gotten from the financial analysis. So the background study information and description is to give an idea of what is obtainable, where your business will be situated, and you have a vision and mission statement. You have your market analysis, demographic, talk about demographics, psychographic, how they think, geographic, the location, the market segmentation. We have products and services. We have marketing plan. We have the key competitors. You need to know what they have, what their unique strengths are, and how you're going to overcome it. Then the SWOT analysis talk about your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities, and your threats. Then every business should have a unique selling point that distinguishes them from others. So you can already see that our unique selling points. We have a physiotherapy unit / gymnasium. We have a medical laboratory unit. We have a user-friendly website that operates 247, and then we have a dietitian / nutritionist. So these are the risk management procedures we can apply. And then it's our organizational structure. Our organizational structure, we have the board members, the chief superintendent pharmacy. Sorry for the typographical error, it was done in a hurry. I mean, during that period we're under pressure, so but nevertheless we're able to still come out like second highest in the faculty. And the things you need to know will help you to even become top in that particular department, in that course, if you pay attention to it. So we have the physiotherapists, lab scientists, nutritionists, pharmacists. These are because of the unique selling points we have. Alright, so we have the nurses, security, cashier, cleaner. Alright, so then the action plan refers to the things that you're looking at performing in certain periods of the year. So or time period or duration. So we have budget planning, which is going to be done by the board members and superintendent pharmacists every 6 months. Now you need to be able to justify the relevance of this your action plan. Why should it be every 6 months? So those are some of the questions that you could be asked, so you should have answers to them. Redesigning the layout annually. Why do you want to be redesigning the layout annually? It could just be maybe to ensure that the aesthetics is maintained and all of that. All of them are your choice. Purchase of goods and stock every 3 months. You need to justify why exactly does it have to be every 3 months. Is it that your goods will last for 3 months, or what exactly? You need to have that like at the back of your mind while you go in for your defense, where you're doing the presentation of the slide. So this is the building plan. If you have a graphic designer around you, can be able to get this done. You could also look online to see if you can find templates that matches what you have. So for us, we're able to get us online and then have labelings on it. So we have physiotherapy unit, we have consultation rooms, we have laboratory, pharmacy store, waiting area, restroom. Everything you need for this pharmacy to be operational is right here. Alright, so we now go over to the startup breakdown analysis. I told you that there are some errors here that I will identify, and then I do trust that by following it through, you'll be able to get all the details you'll be needing for you to have a superb financial analysis process and be able to come out as excellent as possible in this tutorial. So let's go on from here.